Hey, today, check it out, talking with the creator of CyberFantasyFembots, which is an NFT escape room game with prizes, mystery, problem solving, and more. Super excited. Stay tuned. Hey, I'm Rebecca. Thanks for joining me on the Mama Lorian Way. And today I'm talking with Ryan Morrow, who is a creator of Cyber Fantasy Fembot, an NFT escape room game on Discord. I want to just get right into it. Hey, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
So what the heck is Cyber Fantasy Fembots?
Well, it's a super fun game. If you like puzzles, you like riddles, you like trying to figure things out, Easter egg hunts. It's an NFT game. You've got to find our fembots first. To actually play the game, you've got to mint a fembot, which means you've got to solve one of two puzzles to find them. Or we've had a few people go to OpenSea directly and just try to bypass it. But once you've got it, you've got access to our Discord, and you can actually start playing the escape room game. The prize is $100,000 starting. We're going to be using royalties to increase the pot as people are playing. There's $30,000 of minting bonuses, and we're also going to do 80% royalty payouts to everybody. So it's going to be a super fun game, but there's high reward as well.
Awesome. I'm working on it. I'm a player.
Nice.
I love riddles and stuff, so I've gotten into it. One, it's super fun because if you like solving riddles and mysteries and problems, it's fun. And then getting into what the heck is an NFT, because this is all kind of occurring in the decentralized finance space. So what's an NFT?
It's non-fungible token. And basically, I'm going to kind of keep it a little bit simple because we're really trying to incorporate a lot of new people into the space, into crypto and NFTs. But basically, you're going to buy a PNG. And when you have your PNG, because it's on the blockchain, you know exactly where it is, what it's worth in comparison to everybody else. And so if you took like the Mona Lisa, if you got a copy of the Mona Lisa, you actually have no idea if you've got the real print. You've got to investigate. You don't know when it was created. With NFT, it's all on the blockchain. So you know exactly when it was created, how it was created, where it was created, what number it was. And then you can start getting into some specifics. It's a lot more information probably for you guys at this point.
Yeah, right. So it's a PNG is just an image file. It's a image file. Like you see your memes out there, like, with Grumpy Cat.
PNG. Exactly. Like, so for a really quick off tangent, but you can get, musicians are starting to do NFTs. Super cool because they can get royalties with their songs now without paying it to Sony Records or somebody else, right? You can see some people are paying ridiculous amounts of money for their very first tweet. Like, it's out of control, but it's really cool because you can, again, you can see, it's called provenance, and you can see everything about it from when it was created to how it was created and everything, you know?
Yeah, so it's the real deal. Quentin Tarantino, and I know on a tangent right now, has an NFT that I don't know if it's auctioned off. It's unseen footage from Kill Bill, I believe. So,
oh yeah, see, again, something like that. So they can own that and nobody else can own it. And people are like, well, I can download that. I can Google that and just save a print or save an image of it or a video screen recording of it. But it's not the real thing. And that's what's so cool about provenance and NFTs. You get the real true ownership and you can prove it.
Yeah. And then for a lot of people, they're going, well, how would I even get into this? And this is why this game, so we call it CFF or Cyber Fantasy Fembots, is great because it's helping any and everybody be able to access the world. And it's a little bit of a rabbit hole, but the world of being able to go into DeFi and NFTs and even start to understand the lingo and it's a little bit arcane, it's a little bit secretive, like how things work. But you guys are doing a really good job of like step by step, making it fun, getting into that part of crypto.
Oh, 100%. So DeFi, decentralized finance, right? So not the banks. Absolutely. We spent a number of hours on the phone with people. I had a couple 40-year-old moms that are like, I don't even know how do I get crypto? What do I do? So you spend some time on the phone with them and you teach them how to get a wallet and where to buy the crypto, how to get it to where it needs to go. And it's super exciting because as a lover of DeFi, as a lover of crypto NFTs, the more people that we can get involved into the space, the higher the value is going to go for all of us. Right. And so it's super exciting because with a game like CFF, with Escape the Factory, what happens is you've got this 40-year-old mom now who's buying her first NFT just so she can solve some puzzles. But now she's into this space. She's buying crypto. She's got some NFTs. She's starting to look at other projects and we're all working together to build the space. It's just super exciting.
It is super exciting. And in this space, I don't know what the percentages are. There's maybe 15% of investors, and not even the whole population is investors. 15% of investors have something in crypto. And out of that 15%, maybe only 1% is in the DeFi NFT space. So this is super cutting edge. And so I have to say, thanks for putting it out there to make, I'm more than a 40-year-old mom, but I am a mom. And this game is running on Discord, and we have teenage boys. So thank God I even knew what that is, but we'll talk about Discord in a second. And how can people participate?
Well, super simple. So you're just going to go to our website, CyberFantasyFembots.io, and on the front page, it just walks you through the whole process. Basically, you've got to solve one of two puzzles. So
okay, I'm gonna halt you right there. Let me just share my screen so you can talk us through it. Here we go. Can you see it?
I sure can. Yes.
All right. So how can people get involved?
All right. So the first thing you've got to do is solve the puzzles. So if you just scroll down just a tiny bit there.
First of all, we're at CyberFantasyFembots.io. And here again, guys, why it's great. Price starts at 100,000 with 30,000 minting bonuses, 80% weekly royalty airdrop. So NFTs, you can get money on them just by owning them.
Why don't I just, if you don't mind, why don't I just quickly say, so minting, guys, that just means purchasing. So that's the term when you're buying an NFT, you're purchasing, it's called minting. And then the royalty airdrops, what that means is a lot of people, most people just buy NFTs to flip them. So they want to buy it. Ours is 50 Matic. So Matic is approximately $1.70 as of last night. So basically, then what would happen is you're spending the 50 Matic, but then you're trying to sell it for maybe $1,000 later. Okay. And so that's like everybody's big dream. Okay. And so with the royalties, that's on something called OpenSea. That's where people will try to buy and then sell. And then what will happen is we're going to take 80% and pay that as weekly payouts to everybody that's holding. So of course, if you sold your Fembot, you're not going to get the royalty anymore. However, as long as you were holding one, you would.
Okay. And that's like a communal pot.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. I have a Fembot. Maybe I'll show you mine on OpenSea in a second.
Totally should.
So, but this is how you get into the game, how to participate. Step 1, find a Fembot. Ryan, talk us through 2 ways.
All right. So on the left side of the screen, you're going to see puzzle 1. Puzzle 1, you've got to solve the puzzle in the purple block. Basically, if you can figure out what the domain is, the last line says to find the factory, you must visit the domain you see in here. Now, if you can solve this puzzle, find the domain, it's going to take you to the place where we are minting, where you're purchasing your Fembot. Okay. And you can purchase as many as you want. The second puzzle on the right is more of the story. And I'll talk about that in a second. But if you can solve this puzzle, we still have about 170 that we can airdrop to people. So we're doing up to 250. So what that means is airdrop means if you give me your wallet, you've solved this puzzle, you give the answer, then I'm going to airdrop. I'm going to send you a Fembot. Okay. So the puzzle 1 to puzzle 2 and all the way through the game, which we'll see on Discord in a second, you're going to see the story evolve because we've got multiple layers in store, meaning not just one NFT in one game. We've got a big plan for where we're going with this.
Awesome. And I got an airdrop one. I'm going to tell Ryan real quick a story. So my husband and I were working on these puzzles kind of simultaneously. I was working on number 1. And it was like one of those moments of like, oh, I think I just solved this. And literally, this is funny, literally like a minute later, he goes, I think I just got number 2.
It's funny when you see it, it's just like, oh my gosh.
I know. And then when Ryan's talking about wallets and whatnot, the process, the game kind of walks you through how to create your wallet and how to do all the steps up to where you could get airdropped one. So you're not said, I don't have no idea how I would get airdropped into a wallet or what those terms mean. You can learn going through the steps.
Actually, what? I can also simplify it too. I've written a Medium article with screenshots, exactly how to get a wallet, exactly how to get your money, how to get money over to where you need to get it to play our game, because we're on the Polygon network. I'll add that to the website after this call, just so that it's easy and people can find it.
That's great. And you know what? I that's where I learned everything. I went through that Medium website, and I thought it was part of the game, maybe.
Well, it kind of is, because when you get to the Discord, there's a spot that says what to do. You just have to follow through, which we can show everybody.
Yeah. And that was super helpful and super accessible. All right, let's go to, I know we're just walking through the website, but hey, you're the creator of it. So ways to earn money, because who doesn't like money to earn it?
That's right.
Well, make it fun.
Right. So number 1, you can flip it. I mean, that's a big part of what NFTs is all about. It's kind of like the next thing I wouldn't say it's kind of, it is the next thing right now. People used to do it with crypto. They're still doing with crypto if they're not into NFTs yet or they don't understand it, but it's the same thing. They're trying to buy it so they can flip it and 10x or 100x or 1000x their NFT. And if you don't know and you are new to this space, some people will spend approximately $500 or $600 on an NFT, and then they'll sell it for hundreds of thousands of dollars in like 17 minutes. It's crazy.
Wow. And why are people buying them for $100,000? Why don't they just go mint their own?
The thing is, a lot of it's generative art, it's what's called. And so what happens is they've got certain rarities and certain properties. So maybe 1% has this quality, and this quality. And so that's like a super rare, wow, I want this NFT. And NFTs do a few things. You get something like access, like us. With us, it's access to a game. Some are clubs. Other times, then you can have an NFT, and it's just a hype around it. The community around it is so big, which is kind of still the access. But people just, they need to have it, because if there's that many people involved, they go, oh, well, it's going to be worth something, right? And so there's a few other reasons, but the reality is it's almost an overinflated marketplace that people are just trying to get into right now. And unfortunately, a lot of people are losing a lot of money because you don't have real utility with these projects in a lot of cases. Ours is a game with real money. We're doxed. You can tell who we are. And so doxed means exposing who you are. And, you know, the idea behind it is there's a lot more trust that way. You've got something you can do with this. But if you're just buying a PNG, hoping that you're going to make a lot of money, it's more like gambling. It'd be bad crypto trading, if you ask me personally.
Yeah. And there's, you know, it's the greed of fear of missing out. Like, don't worry, there's a lot, guys. There's a lot.
Oh, there is. Yes.
So you can flip your Fembot. You can win the game by escaping the factory first.
And we're pretty sure, especially some of the people that we've seen coming to the Discord already, like people will go as T. You know, they're I think if you can do everything on your own, you got that brain, you might be laughing, but of course it's gonna be a lot more fun to play with people too, right?
Okay. And we're gonna look at Discord in a second and mint these Fembots to earn. So these are kind of special ones.
Yeah. So these are some of we were talking about the rarities and the properties a moment ago. So a 3 out of 5,000 will have this diamond plated outer plating. And so that's going to be a $10,000 reward if you mint that. Okay. And then there's these other ones here that the 2 out of 5 are those white chroma hue ones. We're going to let you bypass a level with that. Now you can't bypass level 4 or 9, but any other level you can. And so 9 is the last level. Okay. That's our last escape room. The other 2 are for hints. So 25 out of 5,000 and 50 out of 5,000 are in the collection. So if you mint those, then you can then use those. And if you sell them on OpenSea, so if I had one and I sold it and you bought it, you can use it, except for the $10,000 one. We can only award the prize one time for that. But the level ups and the hints, you're more than welcome to sell those after you've used them, and then carry on and make some money at the same time.
Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to go to the factory. So this is like, how do we participate? You can be invited by one of our community members, like people on Discord, or find the factory by reading a Fembot's hard drive.
Now, with the invites, you can come down to the Discord, and this is what the Discord looks like, guys, if you're not familiar with it, and we can actually go right into it. But
okay,
basically,
there we are.
You can come see the Discord, but you can't play the game unless you have a Fembot.
Okay. So I'm going to, if it's okay, Ryan, can I put my Discord invite in the below?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. We'd love to. People come in and they have questions, and then they don't know how to use Discord, or they don't know how to mint yet. So that's how we've got a lot of new people started. So for sure.
So check it out, because when I first started looking in Discord, I couldn't find Escape the Factory until we had one of our friends send me an invite, and then I was able to access. So it's pretty exclusive. You get access. So here you are. You start with the welcome.
That's right. And that's just come on into the Discord. Okay. And then start here. We put this section here just to kind of just make sure you don't get overwhelmed. And really, guys, when you're new to Discord, you will feel overwhelmed, but just think about it like this. Just like reading a book, start at the top and work your way down reading. Okay. That's it.
All right. So all this stuff here.
Now,
can I keep going? Or...
This is going to be confusing to anybody who's new to Discord, but when you have a Fembot, we just have a bot in our Discord that's going to verify your wallet. So you'll connect your crypto wallet that's holding the Fembot to Discord, and the bot reads your wallet and says, oh yeah, okay, Rekka's holding a CFF NFT, so she can be advanced and start playing the game. Okay. Once you've purchased a Fembot and verified, you're then free to sell it if you want. Hint, hint, you might not want to. But the idea being that you're not forced to keep it if you don't want to keep it. You've been verified. The only thing is if you leave our Discord server, then you're going to end up needing a Fembot to come back in and get verified again. Okay.
Okay.
We'll drop all of our announcements here. Okay. Just straightforward, just so you can be up to date on anything that's pretty important. Okay.
General chat.
General chat. This is where everybody likes to do all the talking. This is where obviously, people are working together a little bit in here, asking questions for the first two puzzles, but throughout the game, you're going to be having your own chats, your own, it's called a thread, working with the people that you're working with, probably a lot more quickly because you guys all want to win on your own.
Right? It is a little thing.
That's right.
And the team, this is your team. So you are part of a team or
that's
partnership.
Right. Yeah, that's my partner, Garrett. He's a mechanical engineer, 24-year-old, brilliant mind. He actually does all the programming, all the coding for the contracts and everything that make the NFTs. And then we did the art together, and I do most of the writing.
Okay. So so you're the one making the puzzles?
That's why I'm called OX Maestro in there.
Okay. OX Maestro. Okay. So OX, you gave me the little key into this. Like, I know when you have a wallet, well, definitely in the MetaMask wallet, right? Or is it the Matic wallet? It all starts with OX.
Most of the time nowadays, it's 0x. Yes.
0x.
Yes.
So 0x CFF and 0x Maestro. And then there's your wonderful family.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so I think we were like, what is it? It's pretty great. How can we join? Through the Discord invite we'll put down below. And should I share OpenSea? I could show OpenSea.
Sure.
So OpenSea.io is where people put their NFTs up.
It's the largest marketplace for NFTs for secondary sales. Also, if you're a new artist, it's one of the easiest ways to get your own art up or your own files up. So whether that's picture, like drawing pictures, whether that's music, little clips, whatever, they have a bit of a limit of size that you can get in there. They say 40 megabytes, but I've sneaked some in there that were a little bit bigger. But yeah, it's the largest NFT marketplace currently right now.
Okay.
So if you click your icon in the top right there, you can just say like my collections.
Oh, here
my profile. Either way. Yep.
Mine keeps getting hidden, which is fine. Here's my Fembot.
there we go. Look at that beauty.
There she is. My 8-year-old said, "Is that appropriate, Mom? What are you doing?"
My wife says the same thing all the time. We wanted something that was, well, a little bit exciting, but it's going to fit into this story more later. Just at this point, the Fembots were built at the factory and you've got it. Now you're going to get trapped once you're there.
Okay, that's great. And I love it. So they all have like little unique properties. I guess, I don't know if I want to make an analogy to trading cards, but they all have unique things and some qualities. Like I have a rose gold in here. I don't know how.
Why don't you just click her right now?
Click her. Should I go my property?
Just go ahead, just click her anywhere in there. Okay. Yep. And then on the left, you're going to scroll down a bit. And then you can click properties.
Okay.
And so here, this is what we were talking about earlier. So the 1% have this trait with this no antenna, right? Now those numbers will change later as more get minted. Okay. But
yeah, right now, I'm looking at my perky boobs. Like I like the bubble bet. I'm down with that. And as more get minted, it'd be like the statistics will change because obviously.
Yeah, that's right. And then you see the hard drive there. So we didn't make it impossible to figure things out. We want to get you to Discord, but we also kind of made it a little bit fun. The idea is you're supposed to solve the puzzles, find a Fembot, and then you're going to see these properties and go to the Discord. Or yes, you've been invited, but then you still have to find a Fembot. We've had a couple sales on OpenSea. I'm guessing people just wanted access to the game, or we're getting a lot of feedback. Like this is the most insane utility for an NFT project, and so people I think could potentially purchase just based off holding a Fembot or participating and flipping it, right? But most people are not going to do that until a collection starts to gain some traction and mint out, because they don't want to waste, even if it's 50 Matic, they don't want to waste the money. Okay.
Right. And it's fun. I mean, it's fun to see what other people have put up. I saw on Discord, people are like, oh, showing, oh, look, this is what my Fembot looks like. Yeah. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And it doesn't cost anything to get in if you saw puzzle 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, if
You
you
know?
solve puzzle two, we give you an airdrop. And like I said, I'd have to check the numbers, but I think it's about 170 or 180 left
Mhm.
for the airdrops. And then yeah, it's totally free to play the game.
Yeah. Just for you, I have one question, and this is from people that are a little bit more, I think they may play Neon District.
Hmm.
There's Neon District people that are interested in this. I had to look it up. It's another blockchain game.
Yeah, the huge blockchain game, lots of puzzle solving. It's it's massive actually. The community is massive. I think their Discord is 25,000, 29,000 people, I think.
Okay, well, you got players from that game looking at CyberFantasyFembots. And then I had a question is, what about your roadmap? And I don't even know what this question means.
So the roadmap, a lot of people are like, roadmap is very important to a lot of investors. They want to know what the real plan is. And the reason we didn't do that is because it's really straightforward for our project. Once we mint out, what we're going to do is we're going to start the game. And then right 48 hours before we start the game, we're going to airdrop some tools that you guys are going to be able to use to escape the factory with as well. Okay. Then the royalties will start going so we're going to just try to do that as a weekly pay. Not try. We're on a weekly basis. We're going to pay everybody. So let's say Monday, start your weeks off right. Okay.
Mhm.
And then it's really simple. We're already be working on our next layer. So the next layer means like the next NFT, the next part of the project.
Mhm.
So as I was saying, the story is going to be progressing as you go through. So you're going to be learning more. You're going to be finding out. So when you escape the factory, you're going to be going to the next level, right? The next part of it. So the game will still actually, you'll have passed it, but in order to get to the next escape room game, you're going to have to go through. And so we have another character that's going to be introduced in the middle of the game for you guys. So it can already start preparing you. You guys can already start learning how the story is going to progress. And then we have a meeting. Another reason why we don't have a roadmap yet is we're not sure if Discord is the way we want to go forever. But we have a meeting this week to talk to somebody who's another big game, Age of Rust NFT puzzle game, and so he's actually the creator is actually in our game.
I've seen him. Yeah.
And
I
so
don't know.
I was like, that's amazing. We've got somebody in our group. So we're gonna have a meeting. He's gonna talk us through what it would look like to have a video game side of things down the road. I'm not sure that would be second layer or third layer, but maybe third or fourth, fifth. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna find a little bit more about that. But
Okay, fantastic. Have you written all the rooms, all the puzzles for the rooms, or?
the whole first, like the factory is all done. So what'll happen is when we're ready to launch, you guys are just going to go right into it. And then we didn't get started on the next one because we wanted to make sure there was a lot of interest. And so we actually decided we better start getting started, because even though it's still a small community, we've got some big partnership meetings coming up, and we think we're going to mint out right away. And then that'll mean we're going to get started. And it's looking like there's some pretty big brains in there. So we're going to want to be ready for the next
Awesome.
Yeah.
So guys, there's still airdrop Fembots available. So get on it. Don't overthink things. Let your right hemisphere kind of take over, because that's how you're going to solve these puzzles. Is don't overthink it. Think more, 30,000 foot view. I hope that doesn't give anything away.
No, it's totally fine. They're so simple. They're hard.
Anyways, Ryan, thank you so much. I hope this takes off because it's really fun and it's accessible, which I really appreciate, because there's a lot of things down the rabbit hole that I don't know what you said. It's like people are just hiding things, and you guys are, here it is. Come play.
Well, we really, really want to get people involved. It's a super exciting project. And we know from even the small amount of interest that the eyes that have seen the project and have started to get involved, it's going to be huge once we get rolling. So we wanted to make it accessible, because then everybody can, right? The other thing is, if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Facebook, or when you're in the Discord, you can DM me there. I'm handling the Twitter, so you can DM me there, and we'll just get you rock and rolling. If we have to get on a voice chat or a phone call, we can also do that too.
That's great. And we'll put, Brian, just send me everything and I'll put it down in the comments below. And I found you. I'll just say, I sent him a message on Facebook.
I might not see it for one day. I've learned I have to start checking for those hidden requests.
Yeah.
A few people went through Facebook, and I personally thought everybody would just contact me different ways. And I don't want to really explain that. But anyways, interestingly enough, yeah, of course, people are clicking through to Facebook as well. So
yeah, you have to, there are hidden messages, and I added you as a friend. I don't know if you saw that or not. So sometimes
I did. I actually accepted. So now it's real.
Oh, good. We're friends. Yay. All right, Ryan. Well, I know you got to get back to work because it's a 24/7 thing, but thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. And just send me the stuff and we'll put it down in the comments.
I will do. Thanks for having me on board today.
All right. right, great.
Thanks
Have
for being a part of the project.
I love it. I love it. I'm a puzzle person. So yeah.
Well, let's test your brain.
I know. I know. All right. Have a great one.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.